Всем привет! С вами Androed. И это EA Sports. Американский футбол. Добро пожаловать! У меня появился доступ к Madden 20. Американский футбол. Мне она понравилась, сразу скажу. В принципе, я играл в 19-ю немного, и я не профессионал в американском футболе, но я люблю спортивные игры и, в принципе, стараюсь не обходить стороной разных стилей игр. И, соответственно, раз у меня есть доступ, я был просто обязан оттестить и посмотреть, что за игра. Если вам, ребят, она тоже зайдет, я бы с удовольствием был бы рад, если вы поставили лайкосик. Если не подписаны, то вы подписались и стали нашим великолепным зрителем. Ну и самое интересное, хотел бы от вас услышать фидбэк. Постримить ли эту игру, попроходить ее? Если да, то пишите в комментариях. А сейчас мы посмотрим на первую игру и геймплей. То, что у меня вышло, смотрите.
Hello everyone, it's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Starters for the NFC across the O-line. It's Tyron Smith of Dallas at left tackle. Brandon Brooks of the Eagles at left guard. You got Alex Mack, the center of the Falcons. Another Cowboy, Zach Martin at right guard. And then Teron Armstead of the Saints holding down the right side. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The starting defense now for the AFC.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The starting unit for the AFC, definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan, selected to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, and now some space to operate. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The fake punt gets him 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. You know, when you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the 1st down. They definitely surprised us.
I was going to say, surprise, surprise. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins. 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Session, not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab, and the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
AFC out on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Boy, this AFC team has figured...
After the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. Chris Harris, the leader of the Denver secondary, up to make the tackle. From the 29, Breeze, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Breeze. Good coverage there by the AFC defense. It's 4th down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Rosa's kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you.
So who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points.
And the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
A 2nd-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2 forward here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. A first-time Pro Bowler, here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, Breeze. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They try to... but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Добро пожаловать, бро.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run forward Bartlett. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now Breeze. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Breeze now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Ebron caught left side. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Jared Cook, 32 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. To throw is Breeze. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another NFC first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
В заключение хочу сказать, что мне игра понравилась визуально, озвучкой, комментаторы, вид, все просто достаточно на высоком уровне. Хотелось бы, чтобы в EA Sports сделали бы также эмоционально круто в других своих играх по спорту. Было бы просто великолепно. Ну и самое интересное, что я бы с удовольствием сыграл бы в карьеру, в сезон, и прочувствовал весь кайф от этой игры, от этих соревнований. Но это все зависит теперь от вас. Если вы прожмете лайки или напишите в комментарии, что с удовольствием посмотрели бы стримы по прохождению сезонов, либо карьеры, и мы уже, отталкиваясь от этого, посмотрим, будем мы это делать или нет. Всем спасибо за лайки, за дизлайки, за подписки, за отписки, за все огромное спасибо. От меня вам всем лайкосики. До новых встреч, с вами был Androed. Пока-пока.